Jerry Lucas, Artis Gilmore, fucking Tony Parker, Pev Stojakovic. Alright.
I'm gonna cut. Yep, there you go.
Nice.
Again, good dunk.
With David Aldridge roaming the sideline. The Hornets log another stop on their travel schedule in today's matchup. Well, they're certainly excited about this one. And they'll be laying it all on the line as the intensity is palpable. Two top caliber teams facing off on the hardwood to do battle.
And you know, for the Hornets, they haven't needed any time to find their footing this season. The guys gelled right away. The coaching staff has done a terrific job. It's been a dream start to the year for them.
They've got everyone off guard. The question now is, how do you keep this going?
So Johnson sitting on the bench. This is who Steve Clifford has out there. They've got Parker. Deja Stojakovic is out there with Lucas. And there's Bryant. And it's Gilmore in at the 5, roaming the paint. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance of season behind us. The rankings are clearer than ever, Greg.
Shooting.
You feel confident starting to make some playoff predictions.
Oh, Kevin, it's way too early for that. Injuries, other roster shakeups. There's just still so much that can happen and totally reshape those rankings.
At Giannis, San Diego moving the ball. Throws it down.
And you know how far Turner goes has the strength needed to work through contact and finish.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the first time someone has reached those numbers in a game. And hitting the mid-range jumper here early in the defense is just another thing to think about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And he comes up with the deuce.
Yeah, and that's what you want from your point guard. Parker distributing the ball wonderfully on that possession.
And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Carl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter who've had the combination.
Damn. Gotta make those
how
rolls.
special Turner's all-around game is.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, I got a chance to talk to Steve Clifford a little bit. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, well, you better not ignore the other side of the ball. It doesn't matter how many points you score if you get absolutely no stops on defense.
Now here's Thompson following the miss by Kobe Bryant. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Stojakovic, the pass to Parker. The shot is good. It's his second bucket by try.
They're going to have a nice little run here.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
San Diego with another miss.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Kobe, no luck.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points. And a chance for another one at the strike.
Defensive foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Six seconds left to play in the first. Fires the 3. The shot. No good.
That's the end of the first quarter. It's a
Close
score.
game at the end of one.
9.
And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And to serve, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Hoping to continue that success from the line throughout this one.
So Kobe sitting on the bench. This is who Steve Clifford has out there. We've got Oakley, and it's Francis in at the point.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they'd love to run. It was the 2K drive, as that move deserved another look.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's Francis, and he uses the glass on the lane. Francis has got the lead up to 4 now for the Hornets.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Lever finds Ingram. Cunningham outside. Brown outside. The Surf with the new 14.
San Diego foul call. Brandon Ingram. First personal foul. First team
San
foul.
Diego decides to take their first
Now
time
into
out
the
here.
lineup for Charlotte.
They just can't seem to get going.
Peja Stojakovic.
And coach called
Kobe
his
Bryant.
timeout to try and reset things on
Timeout,
offense.
sir.
Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
And the Hornets making a change here. Parker's checked in. Charlotte leading by 4.
And Jaylen Brown is such a force on the offensive end. Hard to keep that guy out of the paint. Terrific finish.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way.
San Diego foul call.
Stojakovic
Billy
causes
Cunningham.
problems for the
First
defense.
personal
He's
foul.
excellent at forcing
Second
the
team
issue
foul.
and getting you to foul.
Shooting for Charlotte.
The only
Peja
weakness for
Stojakovic.
Brown is his handle
At
on
the
the ball.
line for 2.
And it's something that he's worked on every offseason. Still, though, susceptible to turnovers while dribbling. But it's one of the very few weaknesses in his game.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
So hard
First
to guard
team
him
foul.
without fouling sometimes. Brown doesn't mind getting a little contact on his way up.
Jaylen Brown.
And Brown drops them both. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. And you see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint.
Parker against Cunningham. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. And take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively. You gotta love that energy. Kobe.
Lucas! Hey, don't let Jerry
1:16 left here in the second. Brown against Bryant. Here's Lucas.
It really is as complete a player as they come. Not only awesome on offense, but just spectacular on D as well.
Offensive rebound. Williams.
Oh my
Got a piece of it. Inside. And Lucas steps it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Parker against Lever. Outside Bryant. And there's the pass to Lucas. Outside Stojakovic. It's good from long range.
Yeah, Stojakovic
Stojakovic has got
fire.
5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and they're shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Brown outside. Good work defensively by Kobe.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Goodbye, Stojakovic.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Timeout called here. The circle dropped it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure Coach is going to give them an earful about that. You can't be happy with that soft interior D.
DeJounte Murray.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. First one falls for
for the Hornets.
And just a soft-spoken guy. Lucas really lets his production do the talking, whether it be shooting, passing, or rebounding. The guy is the complete package.
Here's Weaver. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Charlotte looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Coach Steve Clifford. Steve, what's the focus going into the second half?
The big thing is they've got so much offense, and they have so many guys who come in and score. You got to play every possession defensively, and it's got to be every single possession.
Yeah.
Coach, thanks very much.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third
Pretty
quarter
much,
underway.
Coach.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They stayed within arm's reach in that opening period. 5 points, their largest deficit. The second quarter was where they really opened things up. They were by far the stronger team, both defensively and when they had the ball. Their 13-point halftime lead, no accident. Shaq, your thoughts on the Hornets?
They come out determined to push the pace. Up-tempo offense, getting the ball up court as quickly as possible. That's been the major difference in this game.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
They have to start penetrating in the lane. A few high percentage shots can make a difference in the paint. Right now, the focus has been on jumpers, and it's been too predictable.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Peja Stojakovic with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
Murray out there with Weaver. Then it's Cunningham. Then it's Ingram. And it's Turner in the center position. So it's Johnson sitting on the bench. This is who Steve Clifford has out there. Lucas is out there with Peja Stojakovic. And there's Bryant. And it's Tony Parker. And it's Gilmore in at the pivot, manning the middle. And there's the call on Fat Weaver. That is his first foul of the game. Parker finds Bryant. The 9-foot shot. 2 points. That one goes. Kobe's got the lead up to 13 now for Charlotte.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's tipped. And there's the call on Fat Weaver. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Parker against Weaver. It's tipped.
You expect some fumbles with the ball, and overall, I think they've done a good
2
job
minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Here's Murray. Lucas with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Richard here, part of the Cavs team that came back 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the ever, and I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the two-time MVP.
San Diego foul call.
73 wins that year. So for me,
personal foul.
those special
Team foul.
because we played in the greatest
line for the
championship of all
Hornets.
time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
Ryder, no good.
Timeout.
Timeout called here. The circle chalk it over.
It's starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis. Get away from the sloppy pass.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for San Diego. Rose comes in for Lever. Rose looking around. Ingram finds Giannis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Jerry Lucas. And Giannis' journey today is so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak.
Oh my God, no one thought to
Up
scoot
to
over.
the rim. Bryant sees the opening and does not hesitate to attack.
And the basket by Rose. Rose has got 5.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
That line doesn't go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Again, the Hornets score.
On offense, the efficiency of Bryant is really something else. He always seems to have a different type of shot up his sleeve.
Rose gets the bucket.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
Charlotte leading by 16. Here's Francis over Rose. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes
personal foul. 15 foul.
Francis, he's an athletic point guard, plays with tremendous confidence, and really knows how to motivate his team.
It's not often you see him fail to deliver at the line like this.
And it's Lucas with the ball for Charlotte. Here's Kobe.
Oh my God, why would he
Bryant.
And he anticipated the play, and Kobe finished it on the other end.
Kick it out, kick it out.
There's Brown with the 3. It's
That's
rebounded
not
by
green,
Charlotte.
bro.
Lucas has got
Get
his
the
8th
ball.
rebound here tonight. Bryant has the open look. Gets to the
Kobe
corner
Bryant.
and buries it. 10 points for him.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys.
With the score.
This is when good players.
I gotta drop 20 points in 1 quarter and not let them score.
And at the end of the first quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Charlotte as they end the 3rd quarter on a 14-5 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Simmons. Rose is out there with Thompson. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's Giannis in at the 4-man position. Parker passes to Van Arsdale. And here's Bryant for 3. Out of bounds. Possession goes to the serve. Stojakovic is checked in for Charlotte.
Hornets substitution. Peja Stojakovic.
San Diego trails by 18. Rose kicks to Thompson. Williams dishes to Rose. Thompson from long range.
Wow,
Lucas with the
what?
rebound. Here's the Hornets with the ball.
Okay, Owen.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Stojakovic. This one for 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that
All the attention Clay gets, it can lead to open looks for others.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Parker with the bounce pass. Aint passes to Gilmore.
God damn it. Somebody fucking play
Relentless in their
defense.
approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
With these guys,
And that's the Derrick Rose of old. Full speed ahead and bursting to the rim.
Hornets leading by 16.
San Diego
and the foul on Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose.
That's his first
personal foul. First team foul.
1:39 left to play in the final quarter. Here's Parker. Tries again.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a first-team all-defensive player. And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Charlotte.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
With the Jumpers tonight grabbing their 8th win of the year. Charlotte calls timeout. They're in front by 13. We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jerry Lucas.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp. And his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions. And boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
Taking on the defending champs always adds a little extra meaning to the game. And with the way he's gotten after it tonight, it was clear this one meant a lot to him. And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Count it.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
Market time of death. Does that mean we get to officially enter garbage time? I vote hopefully yes.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And a drive like that one
Oh
could
my
be a
God,
knockout punch. Great
why are you
finish at
fucking
this juncture.
stepping up, dude?
Rose against Parker. Williams with the block.
A main staple in Williams' game, that sixth sense for when to rise up and deter those.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Here's Charlotte now. They led the game at 1 point by 20.
Serve foul. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Charlotte, D'Anthony Melton.
And he sinks the second. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. The three. And Derrick Rose gets the three.
And when Rose gets going and gets this kind of confidence offensively, you're in trouble. He can just flat out take over a game.
Here's Ryder. He's covered by Thompson. Back to Melton. They get a hand on it, and the whistle blows.
Give me my Robert Williams.
That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line for Charles Oakley, taking 2 shots.
Ox has that intimidating nature about him on both ends. Someone you just do not want to mess with.
Thompson for three. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building
Thank you everyone for making it out to the game, and we hope you had a great time. Drive on safe,
Take
and
the
we will see you
crowd
next
out of it
time.
by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
9-2. There's a difference between Kobe and Mike. team record.